What if I told you Arsenal haven't just signed another midfielder? They may have just signed the player to finally turn them from Champions League contenders to Champions League winners. For years, Arsenal have been trying to find the perfect balance in midfield. A player who can defend, a player who can create, a player who can control tempo, a player who can lead. Bruno Guimarães might be all of those things rolled into one. But here's the interesting part. It's not just about how good Bruno is, it's about what his arrival allows his teammates to become. Today we are going to break down exactly why Arsenal wanted him so badly, how he fits into Mikel Arteta's system, and what his arrival means for Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard, and Martin Zubimendi, and whether this signing is enough for Arsenal to retain the Premier League and finally win the Champions League. Let's get into it. Bruno Guimarães' journey didn't start in Europe. He made his first team debut for Audax. He came through the academy in Audax before he joined Atlético Paranaense in Brazil. He then finally impressed enough that earned him a move to Europe, to Lyon in France. His positioning, his passing, his decision making, and his ability to control games. Then Newcastle took a gamble in January 2020 when they purchased him for £40 million. He then became the heartbeat of Eddie Howe's midfield. Fast forward a few seasons, he captained the club, won silverware, and transformed into one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. And now, Arsenal have completed a deal worth £75 million for one of the best midfielders in Europe. So, what exactly are Arsenal getting? The first thing is composure. Bruno never seems to be in a rush. Even under pressure, Bruno almost always seems to have an extra second, as seen in the graphic. That's incredibly valuable for teams who press aggressively. Second, his passing range. Short passes, long diagonals, line-breaking passes, and switch-off plays. He can do it all. The third quality, which is probably his most underrated quality, is ball carrying. Bruno sometimes doesn't just pass through pressure, sometimes he dribbles through it. Then forces defenders out of defensive shape and then creates space for his teammates. He tackles aggressively, presses high, recovers possession, and breaks up plays. He's not a pure defensive midfielder. One of the biggest reasons Newcastle were so difficult to play against last season was because Bruno was capable of influencing different phases of the game. This is where things get interesting. Mikel Arteta doesn't buy players because they are famous. He buys players because they solve problems for him. He constantly looks to play forward. He speeds up attack, he breaks defensive line. Just imagine this midfield. Declan Rice preventing transitions, Bruno Guimarães controlling possession, Martin Odegaard creating chances. Suddenly, Arsenal have balance, creativity, leadership, and technical quality all in one midfield. Bruno's arrival also allows Arteta tactical flexibility, which in turn allows Rice and Zubimendi to rotate and maintain control in the midfield. The biggest winner in all of this is Declan Rice. You're probably wondering, what do I mean? Rice no longer has to do everything. He can now cover large spaces, drive forward with the ball, and create chances when possible. Because Bruno can dictate the rhythm. Odegaard benefits too. He will receive the ball in better positions. That means more chances, more creativity, more assists. Another overlooked benefit is his leadership. Yes, I already have leaders. Declan Rice, Odegaard, and Gabriel. Newcastle's captain only benefits that mentality. No player is perfect. Bruno sometimes plays on the edge. He commits tactical fouls, gets silly yellow cards, occasionally allows emotions to cloud his decision making. The Premier League is unforgiving. Discipline matters. The good news for Arsenal fans is that Mikel Arteta's system has often allowed players to maintain their composure without losing their intensity. So, is Bruno Guimarães the final piece? Maybe, maybe not. But one thing is certain. Arsenal haven't signed him to become a squad player. They have signed him to win major trophies. He brings leadership, control, creativity, intensity, and experience. And perhaps most importantly, he gives Mikel Arteta tactical flexibility when the need arises. If this midfield clicks, which I'm expecting it to, the whole of the Premier League is in trouble. Now I want to hear from you. Does Bruno Guimarães make Arsenal the Premier League favourites and contenders to win the Champions League the coming season? Let me know your thoughts below. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, please like and subscribe for more content like this.